I had a light in my face for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I asked him to turn it off. He said no. He's being rude, and I just don't think it's okay. He mad. He mad because he wanted to come in my car, and I ain't let him. Look at him.
Take a picture. Get over here. Go back in your vehicle.
Sir, I'm not being detained. You don't have to rush me like that.
This DoorDash driver was pulled over for allegedly stopping past the line at a red light and crossing a solid white line. Things quickly escalated when the officer claimed to smell marijuana and accused him of being impaired, even though the driver showed no signs of intoxication. When the officer demanded to search the vehicle, the driver refused and asserted his Fourth Amendment rights. Frustrated, the officer threatened to arrest him, but the man's knowledge of the law shut down the officer's attempt to abuse his authority.
Hey, how's it going?
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm also Shields with Lower Police Department. Just let you know this stuff's being audio and visually recorded.
Yeah, I'm also recording.
Okay, that's fine. Can I get your license, registration, proof of
insurance? Yes, sir. Reason why you pulled me over?
So back at church in Lancaster, you went over the line at the red light. I saw you back up.
Yeah, I was probably over like a half a foot, 6.
Yeah, and then the registration plate is obscured. The tinted license plate on the back.
My registrations for August. Yeah, so
no, I'm saying the license plate, right? So they have a tinted cover on it. So I couldn't really see as you were passing me.
Really?
And I couldn't really see anything.
I have lights back there doing the license plate.
Yeah, no, but it has like a cover on it, kind of like fades it out. So
that was the first time I ever heard it. No problem. It's okay.
All right.
I'm just door dashing.
You door dashing?
Yeah, I come out here every night. I see y'all in the parking lots every night, so I'm usually aware of everything. So.
No, yeah, I understand.
No problem.
I just got a question. So I can smell marijuana. Is there any marijuana in the vehicle?
No, I smoked earlier while I was on break. I'm a patient as well.
You're a patient? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you have a medical marijuana card?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
No problem.
About how long ago did you smoke?
This was like 3 hours ago. What time is it now? Like probably like 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
I'll be back, sir. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Hey, just a quick question.
Talk to me.
So, since you did say you smoked about 3 hours ago, would you be willing to submit to some field sobriety tests just to make sure you're okay to drive? And if if you pass the test, you're good to go.
No, not really. I'm not drunk. It's not like I'm drunk.
No, I know, but like when I was approaching you, I saw you go over the side line a couple times. Just want to make sure you're good to go.
It wasn't a couple of times, officer. It was one time. I told you I went over about a foot, and I
it was not. It was on. It was right on the Lancaster and Armour right here.
Yeah, but I'm in the middle of an order. Like, if I back out this video, like, I'm literally on an order. So
I know, it won't take that much of your time.
Yeah, I'm okay, officer.
I just want to make sure you're good, all right?
Yeah, I'm good, officer.
Not gonna submit to it?
Nah, it's gonna take too much time. I'm in the middle of an order.
All right.
Like, I respect your job, and like I said, I come up here every single day.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not trying to harass you.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I had more time, maybe I would have entertained it, but not today, officer. I gotta go. You'll see me after this, because like I said, I come up and down Lancaster all morning.
Yeah.
Till like 5, 6 a.m.
All right. I'll be right back, all right?
Appreciate it. They trying to violate my rights. They trying to do me a sobriety test. So let's see now what they want to come up with. What's the reason? Because I already feel like they're going to try to take me out the car, which is illegal.
All right, sir. So, since I did see a couple violations.
You're saying a couple, and we only spoke about the one, officer.
I told you about the one. I just told you about the one right here, right?
Yeah, the one where I took. Can y'all get the light on my eyes? Because I got this one, and then I got you with the flashlight. So two things. You keep saying multiple infractions.
I told you. So, like I said at church
again, what I was going to say was I stopped 6 inches, a half a foot past the line, and I just reversed. You're saying you think I'm impaired because I smoked marijuana as a patient 3 hours ago.
I know, but even as a patient, you can't smoke and drive.
I didn't smoke and drive. That's what I'm saying. I was home.
3 hours ago, right?
I was home.
But then you drove within those 3 hours?
There's no limit on how much time you could smoke and then drive. It's not like I'm drinking and I have alcohol. You see what I'm saying, officer?
Yeah.
Like, I'm grown. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to make y'all job difficult. I respect you. I respect you. I respect what y'all do. Again, I noticed the Ave all night. I see y'all all night in the parking lots. I understand what y'all do. Trust me. I don't even drive when I'm tired. I literally park up. I was at the Wawa last night and slept for 3 hours. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a daughter, a 3-year-old. You can see my car seat. Yeah. Sometimes I'm with her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just out here, got a messed up truck with the engine, driving to make my money, make sure my daughter cool, make sure I can pay my bills. I got a company that's a legit company.
Yep.
So I advertise my company. I'm not out here, you know, disrespecting the law. I'm not out here with drugs or weapons. I know what y'all want to find, but that's not what I got. You know, just because, you know, you see somebody, they might have smoked a little marijuana. I know a 68-year-old white lady that smokes marijuana. You see what I'm saying? And she drives. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not doing nothing illegal. I feel like y'all singling me out. If I back out this video, I'll show you I'm in the middle of a delivery.
I'm not trying to single you out, man. I promise you.
That's how I'm feeling.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I need you to step out of the vehicle for right now, okay?
For what?
Because we're going to do some sobriety testing for you.
I told you I don't want to do sobriety test.
I'm telling you have to step out of the vehicle and do it.
First you asked me, now you telling me.
Yeah, I was asking you if you would be willing to do it.
And I said
now
no.
I've told you about the one on Lancaster Church when you went over the line just a little bit.
That's a that's a traffic violation, sir.
It's a moving violation, right?
Yeah.
And then you had one on Ardmore Ave in Lancaster right here when you went over the solid.
You see,
line.
now you're talking about two different things.
I told you that earlier.
We said one thing originally.
I said on the original.
I have a recorded, officer.
Okay, that's fine. You can hear me say it multiple times.
We said the one, and I told you I backed up a half a foot. So now you're saying I had two.
It smells like marijuana in the vehicle, so
if you're going to give me a ticket, give me a ticket.
As far as step out of the vehicle.
For what, officer?
You're doing sobriety testing. Come on.
I don't want to do a sobriety test,
Where
officer.
are you going to?
Well, can you call the sergeant then?
I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. 20 to 15. 20 to 15.
Because I'm not even trying to make y'all job difficult, but it's like racial profiling.
When you get a chance, you can come on traffic stop. We'll speak to the supervisor. I understand.
So now there's a couple violations on top of that. Now they asked me if I want to do a sobriety test, but now they're telling me I have to get out to do a sobriety test. For a moving violation. And it's cold. Cold, 3 in the morning. Like, come on, bro. In the middle of a delivery. Ridiculous. I'm going to put my windows up because it's cold. Y'all obviously could see.
No, it's all right. You can keep them down for right now. Right?
This is ridiculous. 2 moving violations. First you asked me, and now you want to tell me I have to come up. Make no sense. That's how y'all do it, though.
Well, the thing is, if you pass the sobriety test, you're free to leave.
I'm free to leave now.
No,
I'm supposed to just have tickets.
No, you're not.
You're supposed to just run my stuff and give me a ticket. Why not? So you keeping me detained?
Yes.
For what?
Because I want to make sure you're safe to drive.
I'm telling you, I'm safe to drive.
Well, you admitted to me that you smoked marijuana
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
You don't
know how long it stays in your system?
How long?
About 4 hours.
You're a medical marijuana professional.
No, but I've had a couple of arrests because of marijuana.
Bro, that stays in your system for longer than that, bro.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be. Come on,
tests,
bro.
Right?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Hours.
No, you can't. You don't even know what I smoked. My dose is only 2 drags. 2 drags only last an hour. Trust me. If I would have been smoked cool now, I would have been way more calm. Y'all messing with my anxiety. Y'all got the lights on me. You got a light in my face. You got that light in my face. It's cold. You got him. I don't know what he doing. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Joseph Baird-Shield, badge number 38.
What's your name and badge number?
Watson, badge number 73.
Thank you. So you just gonna keep your light in my face?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna put my windows halfway up because it's cold.
You roll the windows down? Come on. Roll the windows down. Come on.
You can see, I can see. It's cold.
All right, let me see your hands. Keep them on the steering wheel. Thank you.
15 on clearly intro low and we're 220 down.
Because at this point, y'all harassing
My
me.
supervisor's on the way, all right?
Yep, I'll wait. I'm gonna take my seatbelt off because I don't even feel safe at this point.
3450 action. Quick ship down.
Just took my seatbelt off.
Short gauge is full again.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
When they supposed to just give me a ticket. Give me a ticket for whatever you want. Field sobriety test. How the hell you even do a field sobriety test for marijuana? Can you explain that? Maybe I'll do it.
So you got the normal field sobriety test, right?
Nope.
For standard DUI, usually alcohol impairment, right? Then you have what's called A-Ride. And that's what tests for.
You're not answering my question.
We're going to need to know for a
I was explaining it, right?
Nissan.
So then you have A-Ride, which tests for impairment of marijuana. So.
Again, you ain't tell me what's the test. What do you do? How do you test for marijuana is what I'm asking.
The other officer's going to perform the test for you. All right?
Who? You just wanted to do it.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry,
ask him. So ask him. What's the field sobriety test for marijuana, officer? How do y'all see if somebody is impaired, so high that he can't drive?
There's several.
I'm asking. You want me to do it when he first asked me? Now he's telling me. So what's the difference? How you go from asking to telling me? So what's the test, officer?
There's several. There's the Romberg balance test.
For weed? A balance test. You know you're not supposed to hold me for a certain amount of time on a traffic violation, right?
No.
Okay. I'll let you know now. I'm one of them that know my rights.
What's up? What'd you say?
I say I know my rights, officer.
Okay. I'm glad. You should know. What do you have anxiety about?
I got anxiety, period. Dealing with y'all, dealing with everything. Life itself. What, you a doctor now, too?
What's up?
What, you a counselor, a doctor or something?
Trying to make conversation.
Nah, I don't want to conversate.
All right.
I want my paperwork.
Okay.
And I want a supervisor. I asked where he at.
Yeah, no, he's on his way.
Okay. You could get that flashlight on my face.
Yeah.
You bored today. Yeah, because now you got me mad. You bored today. Make sure. What you think, you're going to find some guns or something? What you think, you got a big one?
Nope.
Stopping a hard-working business owner that's door dashing at 3 in the morning because y'all don't got nothing else to do? I see y'all pulling people over all the time. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I ain't on probation, parole, nothing. But y'all wanna fuck with me. Shit crazy. What is real criminals out here?
I'm not doing it to mess with you. I'm literally just doing it to make sure you're okay to drive.
And I'm telling you, I'm okay.
I know you're saying that, but
What you mean? So you calling me a liar?
no, I'm just saying I just want to make sure.
I'm in the middle of a DoorDash, sir, and you're holding me up. I want to go.
Okay. Well, my supervisor's gonna be here.
I don't want your supervisor. I want to go.
Well, you're not free to
So
leave.
you're keeping me detained
Yes,
for a moving violation.
for multiple.
First it was one. So how many moving violations?
I told
How
you
many?
two. I told you two.
So what were they? Tell me. Tell the camera.
Lancaster Church.
What was the moving violation, sir?
Lancaster and Church.
What was it?
All right, so it was a solid red light.
Mm-hmm.
Over the solid white line.
A white
Backed
line.
up, right.
Okay.
Then you drove past Ardmore and Lancaster. Right.
Mm.
And as you're driving through there, you went over a solid.
Lies. Lies.
It's not lies.
Lies. And I'm supposed to have a ticket and be gone by now.
It's like,
How you doing?
Hey, Sarge. Let me put the window down for you. I was in here cold. Shaking like a leaf. Okay. Yes, sir. What's your name and badge number?
It's Eckert, E-C-K-E-R-T. My badge number's 209.
Okay, so can you let me know why I'm here, still here for a moving violation? He told me I stopped. Literally, it was like a half a foot by the line. backed up a little bit. It was one when he first came up. That's what he said. Now he's telling me it's multiple. Now he's telling me he want to do a sobriety test. He asked me. I told him no. I'm in the middle of a DoorDash. Then he's coming back telling me I have to. So what are we doing here, Sarge?
Well, I just got here. I didn't get to speak
I like
with the
your
officer
area
at
too,
all.
brother.
So I only talked
Cool
to you
as
thus
shit,
far.
man.
If it's okay, I'll speak with him. I'll try to figure out what's the context of everything and then come up and speak to you again. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
So, officer explained to me that he saw 2 different moving violations.
Yes, sir.
One was that you went over a solid line,
Initially, we spoke on one, and then he brought up 2. Yeah,
and then he brought up the other one regarding stopping in front of the mother.
which wasn't the case.
Alright.
But
The other thing that he said to me,
I told him I smoked marijuana 3 hours ago, right?
Correct.
Told him I gave him my patient card, right? He says, "Oh, do you want to take a field sobriety test?" I said, "No." I said, "If I didn't have this DoorDash, I would have entertained it, right?" Boom. Then he comes back. He says, "I have to take it." I said, "I don't have to take it." I said, "You're telling me you're trying to help me out. I don't need no help. I smoked weed my whole life before it was legal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's legal, I'm a patient. I have anxiety. Like, that's my PTSD. So it's like, you can't sit here and try to act like you're gonna get a case on me when you don't have nothing. If you're gonna give me the tickets, give me the tickets so I could go. But don't have me sitting here in the middle of a DoorDash. You're harassing me." I told him I come up and down Lancaster every night, like literally for 3 months. I've been DoorDashing out here. Money is good. It's not like you had to go in an apartment building and stuff like that. I have my own company, a legit,
I see that, yeah.
legitimate license and insurance. I pay insurance. I got $3 million coverage. I have a daughter who's 3 years old. Like, I'm not out here fucking with y'all. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a shooter. I'm not somebody that's, no, I'm 33 years old. I'm grown. I made my mistakes in life, and I'm just out here trying to DoorDash. And I just feel like he's harassing me. And I don't think that's okay because I didn't do nothing wrong. So if he gonna give me a ticket, then he could just give it to me. But I don't want to take a test. I'm in the middle of a DoorDash. Maybe tomorrow I'll take it for y'all.
All right. But you do understand the legitimacy of the stop, correct?
Yeah, I just don't understand the legitimacy of having to get out my car and take a sobriety test when I first told him no. That's all, Sarge. You know that's not right.
Regarding the marijuana, you said you have a medical marijuana card?
Yeah,
Did you provide that?
I gave him everything.
Okay. In what manner do you ingest marijuana?
I smoke it, and I told him I smoked like 3 hours ago. He says, "Oh, well, you could." He says the legal amount is 4 hours. I said, "There's no legal time on weed." He's telling me 4 hours. I got him on camera saying 4 hours, bro. 2 drags is not gonna last me 4 hours. Like, I wish I was high right now. I could have been chilling like this.
You do know you're not supposed to smoke it though, right?
What you mean? They sell it as a leaf. So you put it on a bowl. You see what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, no matter how unjust it is, how are you trying to get me on telling me that
I'm not saying that you are. What I'm saying is the manner in which you're taking it.
now we're just getting into another topic. You see what I'm saying?
I don't see any indicators of impairment on you.
Me
I
neither.
don't see any with your eyes.
Me neither.
However,
I had a light in my face for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I asked him to turn it off. He said no. Like, he's being rude, and I just don't think it's okay. And I know y'all job. You still got a flashlight in my face when I already have a flashlight in my face. And it's like, I want to respect y'all job. Like, I respect authority so much that I'm a law-abiding citizen. So for me to sit here, like I said, any other time or even drinking, I get it. But come on, bro, I've been doing this for too long. Like, I know my rights, brother. Like, I'm not going to be sitting here, wasting y'all time. I just don't want to make a show. I got to make sure I'm safe. I know them cameras don't only go but so far, so I gotta record, I put my keys on the dash. What I say, officer, look, my keys on the dash. Like, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying, like, if y'all gonna give me the tickets, cool, like, I understand. But to try to do all that, ask me, and now try to bully me.
The only reason why we're still here, you're talking, is because you keep talking to me.
All right, say no more. Thank you.
To finish the traffic stop, we can more than welcome to
That's
do
fine.
that.
Well, I don't want to get out and do no test.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarge.
So here's your information back, all right? Your driver's license and your medical marijuana card in there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm not giving you a ticket. I'm giving you what's called a faulty equipment notice, okay?
What that mean?
So basically, that gives you 2 weeks to provide the corrections I need made, all right? So basically, you gotta take that take the license plate cover off, so that way your license plate is viewable, okay?
So you saying it's not viewable, so I'm gonna step out and look at this real quick. Thank you.
Yep.
Because now he's saying my license plate not viewable. You can move that light, please. Thank you.
Yep.
You don't have to put the light.
No, I'm doing it.
You don't have to put the light, sir, because you don't have
Sir,
a
if you're gonna argue
flashlight.
me, you can get back in your vehicle,
Listen,
all right?
excuse me. So I'll cover the light. I have 2 lights that work. He's trying to flash it. I don't know what. So I don't know. That's his high beam.
It's a tail light.
I don't know how he can't see it. The tail light,
Sir,
what?
Sir, get in
You
your
said the
vehicle.
tail light was out?
Get in your vehicle.
I'm asking what was
It's
wrong.
not out. Did you see the cover on there?
The license plate.
The license plate's not allowed to be covered like that.
So it's not supposed to be covered with this because you say you can't see it. That's what you say?
Yeah. You drove past me, I couldn't see it.
You couldn't see it when I drove
Now I
past.
can't rate it. Sir, get over here. Get back in your vehicle.
Sir, I'm not being detained. You don't have to rush
You're
me
still
like
detained. Get in
that.
your
How
vehicle.
am I still detained for a
Because it's still
moving
a traffic
violation?
stop. I'm not
Do
doing
you
the
want
stop.
your sergeant to come back out, sir?
It doesn't matter. Get back in your
What
vehicle.
you mean it doesn't matter?
You're supposed to listen to me.
I
Get
was
back in your
getting.
vehicle.
I'm
Get back in
supposed to
your vehicle.
listen, sir. I was getting a
Get back in your
recording.
vehicle.
I was getting a recording of my license
Okay,
plate.
get
Look
back
at
in
him,
your vehicle.
bucking up,
Get back in your vehicle.
cause he's mad. Look at him, cause I'm detained, right?
Yes, you still are.
I'm
not
still
doing the stop sign.
detained.
Yes.
Look at him.
Right? So you have 2 weeks to take that off and provide proof they took it off.
Mm.
They also did not provide me insurance. So
I didn't give you insurance. You just gave me my insurance registration and my.
That's your registration and your paper.
Bro, you never said my insurance
Yes, I
wasn't in the
did.
paperwork. When did you say my insurance wasn't in the paperwork? Cause it's right here. We're not doing that. So
Well,
you
I
not.
already wrote it. So
Listen,
all
bro.
you gotta do is take a
Listen,
picture
we
of it.
not doing that. We not doing that. Look,
Take a picture of it. and
insurance.
send it to email.
He did not want it.
I asked
I
you.
got it right in his
Yeah,
face.
when you go back to
Look.
your video, you'll see it.
Look at his
Anyway,
face.
you can email this at fen@lowerman.org.
He mad. He
All you
mad
gotta do
because
is
he
take a
wanted to
picture.
come in my car.
All you gotta
And
do is
I
take
ain't
a
let
picture.
him.
All you
Look
gotta
at
do is
him.
take a picture, all right?
Yeah, I know.
You wanna
He
take a
might.
photo?
Yep. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Take
good one.
picture, provide
Yep.
proof. And
Be
that-
safe.
2 weeks you'll receive a ticket,
Be
all right?
safe. 30 minutes for 35 minutes for a traffic stop, dickhead. Fucking weirdo.
Realizing he couldn't legally justify an arrest or conduct a search, the officer had no choice but to issue a warning for the alleged traffic violations and let the driver go. According to Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, officers can only detain someone for jailable offenses unless other specific circumstances apply, and none existed here. Despite trying to escalate a minor stop into something bigger, the officer failed to prove any legitimate reason for his actions. He even resorted to harassment, shining a flashlight into the driver's eyes in an attempt to intimidate him, but those tactics didn't work. The driver's calm response and solid grasp of his constitutional rights dismantled the officer's weak case and exposed how easily authority can be misused when citizens don't back down.